Folks, we have yet another chapter in the growing saga between the NWSL, the NWSLPA, Trinity Rodman, and the Washington Spirit. Of course, the proposed high-impact player rule that is essentially coming in as Trinity Rodman is trying to sign with the Washington Spirit. Her initial contract that was backloaded was vetoed by the NWSL for violating the spirit of the rule, so they say, and the NWSL responded to that with this idea of a high impact player rule, which is that certain players, if they meet sporting and marketing merits, can sign with the team for upwards of $1 million over the salary cap. The number hasn't been official, but that is the rumor. And the NWSLPA has come back. They're pushing back against this high impact player rule because if owners are willing to spend $1 million on certain players, they should just add $1 million to the salary cap as it's already rising. The full statement from Megan Burke and the NWSLPA is, the league is trying to control and interfere by trying to dictate which players get paid with what this pot of funds is. Our position is that teams, GMs, soccer house, business folks at the team level are uniquely positioned to make judgment calls about how to structure their rosters and how to negotiate deals. We genuinely believe that how you measure a player's value, both in terms of sporting and business criteria, is nuanced, is more complicated than a handful of bullet points, is within the purview of the teams to make those judgment calls, and in a system of free agency like we agreed to, that's how it works in a free market. And that is also the crux of the issue. In the CBA, the players fought hard for free agency, for the ability to move freely within the league, and this kind of tramples on some of those rights, in that the league is saying, yes, you have free agency, but it's up to us if you can sign for certain teams if the contract is backloaded or what have you. There's nuance there, of course. That is maybe a little bit of a simplification of what's going on, but if you are pro player, if you're wanting to see players get paid, if you're wanting to see players not be exploited by the league that is attempting to keep wages down artificially as the global soccer market is growing, not where it should be, but more women's clubs across the globe are pouring money into the sport. The NWSL, in attempting to curtail workers' pay, is shooting themselves in the foot, because you should be opening yourself up as you once were the top league in the world. You're still one of the top leagues in the world. You should be trying to keep that status, not by artificially introducing parity into the league, but being able to compete for top players and being able to hold on to your top players. The NWSL losing Trinity Rodman, I've seen it go around that like the NWSL is more than just one player. Sure, but you should be aiming to keep your most marketable players and your best players in the league. That is just good practice. That is just good business. So it is an odd situation here, and the league should be doing everything it can to keep these players in the league, and the owners are just getting in their own way. Let me know in the comments what you think about the saga so far, and we'll talk soon.